Song of the Fallen Angel. The fallen angel is chained down. Society clowns.
So Persona 4 Golden is interesting because if you read the description, it says a coming-of-age story that sets the protagonist and his friends on a journey kick-started by a chain of serial murders. But then halfway through the game you have this. So this school, which seems real dodgy, has a beauty pageant, and if you write someone's name on the sign-up, they have to enter no matter what. It's like that SpongeBob episode where Sandy writes his name down and he freaks out, dude, just reach in and grab the paper. Also, how do pencils work underwater? Anyway, Yosuke writes the girls' names down, but the boys also have a cross-dressing pageant and checking the names on the board.
Man, what idiots would want to be in this thing? Let's see, Yosuke Hanamura... Me? Karma.
And he goes, why did you sign us up for this, GA? She's like, well, you made us enter the beauty pageant, so it's fair. And he's like,
That's beside the point.
you really might be one of my least favorite main characters in a video game yet.
Oh yeah?
So the school festival begins, we have awkward group dates.
This is kind of depressing.
We meet our social links and get the pageant where Teddy wins. And for some reason, he gets to decide that the girls should have a swimsuit competition. And the school is okay with this. And Kanji goes, whoa, Yukiko looked so good in that. And I'm like, did you forget you both went to the beach? Oh, when will this nightmare end? So Dojima arrives to drop Nanako off with us.
What kind of joke is this?
And they all go to Yukiko Zamaki in Hot Spring, where you know it's anime.
Check out my dead man's float!
We, however, walk in due to Yukiko mixing up the times, and they... So we give the order to retreat, but since we have a mouth and cannot speak, Teddy says it for us. Someday our character will say a single line of the story, so more arrestable things happen.
Holy crap! Don't touch me!
And now begins the winter months.
It's cold today.
Where on TV there's a news report of a politician asking kids what they think about of this ever-present fog, as some people are worried it might be toxic, and Nanako says that she was in that interview. So she appeared on TV. I'm sure nothing bad will happen, right?
Achoo! It's going to be winter soon.
No, don't say that. That's a death flag. No. Well, anyway, social link time, where we see our soccer buddy Daisuke getting cucked in 4K. And we get to spend more time with our family. Just kidding, as Naoto joined the party, and for some stupid reason to even talk to a party member, we need high knowledge stats to even start the link. So okay, I study every night and get the rank, and the next day it's raining, so he's not there.
Alright, tomorrow.
Oh, today begins the non-stop story segments for a while where I don't get any free time. Great. And during this we get a letter saying for us to stop investigating or someone close to us will be killed. However, Dojima sees this and freaks out because this is clearly related to the murders.
You're involved in the case, aren't you? What are you up to? So you're not gonna be honest with me?
So he drags us to the police station for questioning, and we try to tell him that someone is throwing people into the TVs.
Persona?
He makes us stay the night there, mad we don't trust him to tell the truth, but best bro Adachi says don't worry, he's just being a caring father. And so we wait. And wait. Damn, I don't know why the fandom calls him Chad Yu. He ain't like his usual self. Look at him, just sitting there, permanently hunching his spine. So we see Teddy and Yosuke working at June's, how they call Nanako and she says we're in the station due to a letter, which freaks Yosuke out, making him call everyone since it could be about the murders. Meanwhile, we see it's midnight and check the TV in our room, and what? Nanako's on TV? Dojima took away our phone so we can't tell anyone, and we hear this voice.
Poor thing. I'll put you at ease soon.
However, Naoto the detective also watched the channel and alerts the others, saying that it was because Nanako appeared on TV recently, and they all barge into our room, telling Dojima that his daughter has been kidnapped. Dojima frantically calls the other police to organize a search party, as we ponder. Nanako wouldn't open the door to strangers.
The only one Nanako-chan might know would be me, his partner.
Don't be silly, Adachi, it couldn't have been you. I mean, you were here the whole time. Naoto says it could be a delivery driver. Everyone answers the door for them, and wait, Dojima was investigating one of them, Taro Namatame, the ex-councilman who was fired for having an affair with the reporter Yamano, the first victim. system. He now works as a driver, and I mean, a truck is big enough to have a TV where he can chuck people in, and no one is suspicious about the Amazon delivery driver, right? So Adachi tells Dojima of this, and he gives chase. But due to anime driving, they crash, and we arrive to see Dojima badly injured, while Namatame took Nanako into the TV's truck. Naoto also finds his diary, which he says he kidnapped people to save them by chucking them into the TV. I guess he was just super twisted and messed up. So Dojima begs us to save Nanako, and we vow to do that. Just after we talk to Naoto. Look, I spent a lot of time trying to start this link, and if I'm gonna use her in the party, I need to level her up. The school is closed, so I can't see her.
Epic fail.
So into the TV world we go.
Look at this thick dog.
And we fight our way through this dungeon called Heaven, and it's fairly straightforward until we find Namatame holding Nanako hostage, still raving about how he wants to save her, as a shadow appears from him called Kumino Sagiri, which attacks the group, giving us the old
Peace, man.
and his special move is to convert our allies to attack us. But I love how our rank 10 social links with Chie and Yukiko stop them from fighting us. So the group win and bring them both back, taking them to the hospital while Namatame is on the police guard. And all the while, we can just wait for them to recover. So that's it, right? No more Nanako story, no more murders, we caught the killer, we are finally alone.
Oh, yeah.
In that case.
I don't have the courage to talk to Naoto. Are you kidding me? And so begins the day's waiting, which means social links. Eventually talking to Naoto about a phantom thief.
Bazinga.
Ranking up Rise to almost girlfriend status, because she really wants me to. And also I, because I need to get Chad Yu back into the groove of being an actual Chad, you know. I barely have seen him do anything like that all game. And the group seem happy now that finally the murders are over. But weirdly,
The fog's coming in.
but the team go to visit Nanako in the hospital to learn why she's sick. I'm afraid Nanako has Ligma. Ligma? What the hell is Ligma? It stands for life in great misfortune, alright? Huh? Yes, it's quite a serious health condition and there's no known cure. What, really? Yes, well, it's better than getting the other disease that's been going around. Desus Nutus. I hate this healthcare system. So we wait as the fog starts to get worse and panic creeps in as random NPCs fall sick. Some saying it's the end of the world. And even when you walk around at night, the music is all like... And anything you do now in the social links, the fog is always there, ever present. Well, good news, at rank 8, Rise is our girlfriend. She started crying and I felt sorry for her. And even though Marie is already our GF, as the kids say these days, YOLO. You only love oranges. Well, more exams, cause that's pretty much school in a nutshell. But still with the Meet God powers, I know all the answers, so I speed ran through the tests yes? I wonder how dramatic the story will be.
I pissed my pants.
So the group discuss how the police seem to have a hard time pinning Namatame to the murders. I mean, he was in a different city when the reporter was killed. But then Adachi suddenly calls saying Nanako's condition has worsened. And we rush to the hospital and hold her head as she dies. Wait, really? No. Wait, I didn't sign up for this. This breaks everyone down as we all look to find Namatame's room.
Hold on.
Cough it up! Where's this room?
And we see the guard blocking his room drag Dojima away from there as he went to kill Namatame. And when we enter, Yosuke convinces everyone to chuck Namatame into the TV to kill him.
I don't think any of us expected him to say that.
We see a shadow manifestation of him appear on the Midnight Channel, gloating about his actions. And it's a very tense situation, and I pick this end. They chuck him into the TV, killing him, and then the game skips all the way to March where the town is still in fog as we leave for home with this sad music playing. Did I just get a bad ending? So I have to play the whole game again? Oh yeah, I can turn back time with this power. Well, here you have to defuse the situation by answering these 7 choices correctly in a row. And I swear, I don't know how people did this without a guide. You better believe I'm using one. If this game had a faster skip text option, like our Lord and Savior, Steins Gate the visual novel, I would have tried them all out, but it takes so long to get back to this point. Actually, let me know if any of you did this without a guide back in the day. I'm sure after one mistake, you looked up a guide. So Chad Yu convinces them with no words, something doesn't feel right. And the next day we speak to Namatame, willing to listen to his stories, since the police don't believe the TV stuff. And he says how in the other town, the night of Yamano's murder, he saw her on the Midnight Channel, and was able to put his hand through the TV, getting the same power as us. And the next day when he heard that she was killed, he thought that she was asking for help on the Midnight Channel the night before. So when he saw Saki on TV, he rushed to tell the danger, but she didn't listen. He wasn't able to save her. And then when he saw Yukiko on TV, he interpreted this as being her in that world was a safe place. So he kidnapped her and chucked her in to keep her safe from the true serial killer. He only recently learned how unsafe the place was when he jumped in himself. He kept thinking what he was doing was right, and without his knowledge we were saving people and they were fine after all. That's why he checked up on us as the janitor at that concert, to see that the people he kidnapped were truly safe. So Naoto says that the culprit is the one who threw Yamano and Saki in the first place, and that Namatame shadow we saw on TV, that wasn't his evil thoughts, but rather a reflection of what the team thought they were. Don't worry, this will be explained in the end. So this also means the killer is the one who sent us the letter, someone who knew our address. And Teddy, he goes missing. Sad he couldn't save Nanako, and through some anime magic, Nanako is revived, while Teddy goes missing on the other side. Look, I don't know, I legit thought Teddy sacrificed himself for her, but I don't think that's what happened now looking back. She legit just comes back to life for no reason. And to think the gang were gonna kill a man over this.
Oh, this is so confusing!
So yes, Nanako is alive and Adachi is happy the family will be together and...
Well, enjoy your freedom while you can.
Hey, thanks! Wait, why did you say that? So we meet Igor in the velvet car.
If we continue driving blindly...
And at the food shop, we can say who we think the killer is. The one who killed the first two, who sent the letter, knowing our address, and wouldn't be suspicious walking up to our house. And it has become increasingly obvious, I can deny it no longer, the culprit is Nanako!
Big bro, are you there? Oh, welcome back.
No, wait a minute, she's the main victim. And she's still in hospital! Then, it's, Chie. Yes, because I knew it was not the real Chie ever since her voice sounded different, and she tricked me into saying she liked mint ice cream. No one apart from me loves that crap. Oh, hey, Adachi. Oh no, it's Adachi.
This program is brought to you by the following sponsors.
Yes, as a policeman and a friend of Dojima, only he could deliver those letters. But, no. It can't be true. Not Adachi. He's been such a good friend and he wouldn't hurt a fly. No, I mustn't. I won't tell everyone it's him. And so the game skips over to March, and before our departure back home, we visit Adachi and ask him, hey, did you do it? He says no, and we're like, bro, come on, we are your friends, we're on your side, don't worry. He goes, what the hell, and brings in the letter as evidence that he conveniently forgot to give to the forensic team to examine its handwriting. He gives us a lighter and says, if you are my friend, you will burn this evidence.
You actually did it! Do you understand what you just did? You destroyed evidence. That's a crime, you know?
I'm starting to think I made another mistake here. Fine. Rewind time. So yes, the gang will agree it's him, as he was there at both crime scenes, guarding Yamano from the reporters during her scandal at the inn and questioning Saki on her discovery of the body. So we rush to the hospital to confront him, and he's like,
I don't really remember.
Someone else killed them. Adachi-san, do you have any idea who that might be?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
'Cause we think it might have been you.
What? That's ridiculous! We already know Namatame's the one who put them all in!
What did you just say?
oh, he slipped up, arrest him! And he runs into the TV, into the other world where we have to go and take him down for the final fight, which is very funny if you check where we are in the video. And Teddy returns. I kinda don't care about this plot. He's like, I'm not human. We are like, you're an idiot, you're a human, stop being a baby. Really reminds me of another mascot. So it's his turn to find Adachi.
Do smell Adachi baby in here.
Why would you call him a baby?
I don't get it.
Well, the gang decide to take Adachi down for good and end this nightmare.
I pissed my pants!
Okay, moving on. Turns out he's in that room we first went with Yosuke's bladder explosion, and Adachi reveals it all. How he was transferred here to this town but found it so boring. However, while arguing with Yamano, he discovered that he could push people into the TV, and was thrilled with how she died there. It changed his boring life. He then deliberately pushed Saki in when she refused his advances. Yeah, Adachi has a thing against women.
Always getting called out on the carpet by these stuck-up,
He then manipulated Namatame, who called the police to report that the TV was showing people before they died, and couldn't believe his luck as he was the one who got to answer. So he told Namatame, "Hey, you know, buddy, how about you save them yourself? Maybe chuck them into the TV. That might be the safest place for them." Adachi was also the one who threw Kubo in because his confession saying that he was the killer ruined Namatame's plan. As this was all fun for Adachi, because Namatame would save people by chucking them in, then they would have to be saved by us, and this cycle would just keep repeating itself. And so he leaves to his dungeon while the gang all agree to ready up for the next day. However, if you had a high social link with him, you can come back and visit him one-on-one.
You're right.
Oh yeah, he's kind of crazy. So the next day we go through the dungeon,
Don't let it get away. Hey, it ran away.
where Rise was really making me regret romancing her.
All right, level up.
I then fused more personas, actually getting into it more since I sort of understand now, compared to me in Persona 5, sticking with the starting persona because I felt attached to them. And we reach Adachi where he says how the fog in our world is from this one seeping in, and it's because humans want the fog to show them what they want and not find the truth. That it would be easier to not struggle in life if we all just became shadows. We say,
Nobody wants anything like that. It's just you, dumbass.
and fight. Interestingly, he summons his own persona, Magatsu Izanagi, similar to our one, but we are able to defeat him. Yet, you know, of course there's more. He gathers shadows like Namatame, and a new voice speaks out, Amino Sagiri, who says he's the god that grants mankind's desires, and that enveloping the town in fog is what mankind wants. However, it didn't foresee mankind summoning personas, and curious at this revelation, challenges us. Bad move, Eyeball, as we fight, my favorite song in the whole game, and once we win, it's like, wow, you guys are strong, and dies. Now free, Adachi says to let him die. We refuse and take him to the real world for his punishment. And now we see that the fog has lifted, murderer caught, and case closed. And you know what this means? Free time events, where we have a whole month of December since I did it on the first day available, and hey, what the fudge? It skipped all the way to Christmas. I always do dungeons as soon as possible, but apparently you're meant to not do that here. Why? Was it told to us? All those wasted social link days. And because of this, it skipped part of the game for me. Yeah, you're meant to get a choice to ask someone out to your place for Christmas or hang out with the boys. But I got no choice, because apparently Marie doesn't even appear in any of these social events even though she's Chad's girlfriend. And Rise was only rank 8 at the time, and no choice to even hang out with the guys too. So yeah, I just assume Chad spent his Christmas lying in bed all alone. Seriously, when you play this game, just avoid the dungeon for a while. I'm still salty about this. I don't want to be alone on Christmas. Anyway, it's Christmas Day and the gang want to have a party for Nanako.
She's such an amazing girl.
Maybe it was the best we didn't meet. And so we have a cake, and I will admit I was still salty, so I was half skipping through these scenes. Something about a poison cake, I don't know. Anyway, it's New Year's Day, and we get a text to go to the shrine. And of course, Marie isn't an option, probably because she doesn't have a phone. So Rise calls, and I accept.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
So, how was your Christmas?
Nuts. I'm going to wish that both of us are happy forever.
Yeah. I'm dating Marie, by the way.
You're thinking of something naughty right now. Raise your hand. Huh? No sex?
So the next day we go around to greet friends, and if you want the true golden ending, you have to go to the Velvet Room. Marie is gone, having left this world for some reason, and Margaret asks if you wanted to look for the scene girl, and you legit can say no, or it will then end like the original game. I swear if you made one mistake and didn't always save, I don't know how you would manage to see everything in this game. So we get a cold and have weird dreams of Marie, not the ones I wanted to see.
I came.
Where she says that meeting us was the happiest time of her life, but she left to not hurt us. And Margaret says that she's in a dungeon deep in the TV world, and if we want to go in and save her, she needs time to find the right location. Well, that means we get some more socializing, as Teddy stays over with us. I swear, you better not walk in my room when I'm watching my shows. And if you already evolved someone's persona to their second form, you can go again for the third one, which I did with Yukiko, Naoto, and Chie. Then there was some more Teddy stuff.
What the hell are you two doing?
And I ranked up Nanako's social link, which was funny because there's a scene where Nanako runs away, and I'm like, yeah, she's never doing that after what happened in the story. And finally, yes, ranked 10 with Rise, which means...
I am currently in Senpai's room.
Yeah, you would have been here soon if you didn't ignore me on Christmas.
I love you.
And Rise's upgraded ability tells you all the enemy's weaknesses. See, that's why I dated her. And during all this, I'm speedrunning trying to get I to rank 10, but I missed out by one freaking day. If I had those weeks in December, it would all have been great, but yeah, gee thanks game, I'm still not mad at this. And so in February, the group go on a ski holiday.
No beef? Or pork? Or even chicken?
And the gang all tell ghost stories.
Over 3 years ago, a friend of mine in middle school told me this. I pissed my pants!
But they hear something go bump and the lights turn off, and it's Teddy. Why do we like him again?
Let's finish him off.
I'm sorry, Teddy. Only people have human rights.
And the next day we get to pick one person to spend time skiing with, and I had enough of Little Miss Crazy, so picked the boys. And they get stranded in a blizzard, seeking shelter in this creepy cabin. The phones are dead.
If you told me we were gonna get lost, I'd have remembered to bring it!
I'm all naked in here.
And the gang see something flash on the TV in the room, but the girls barge in.
Hey! What do you guys think you're doing? Senpai, no! Don't leave me! They're still dressed.
What are you doing here? Wait, what about our clothes?
Why wouldn't they be dressed?
Do I really have to spell it out?
What were the four of you doing shoving each other around in here? Oh, is this one of those male bonding things or something?
Oh yeah?
And it turns out the TV shows the Midnight Channel, as Margaret reaches through to grab the gang into the hollow forest where Marie is hiding. A final, last dungeon. Probably. So this place was created by Marie's mind as she regained her memories during getting rank 10 with us, among other things with her. Margaret says how Marie was created as sort of like a shadow thing like Teddy, and she came here willingly. Whatever memory she regained made her run away, and if we don't save Marie, this place will fade away with her. So of course I will venture the hardest dungeon for best girl. And I'm not joking, this dungeon is tough, where you don't get any of your items, weapons, you start over, and each fight lowers your SP by half. So yeah, I did avoid as many encounters as I could. And halfway through we find Marie, who is wearing something not goth related.
I am the Lizard Queen!
Marie, we came to save you!
Shut up!
Marie says she has to die because she realized she's Kasumi no Kami, a fog spirit like the other two we met, and how they learnt mankind's desires from Adachi and Namatame. She learned from us, and that's why she's avoiding us and says the world is doomed if she doesn't die here. So we chase her to the end where she says how the fog needed all three of them to turn everything into shadows. But with the two dead, the fog isn't needed, it's just sitting inside her. And if she dies, she can get rid of it and save humanity. We're like, no, lol. You're our friend. We will save you. Just release the fog and we will fight it.
Friends.
And we fight the fog, which the plan works, and Marie is saved.
Get off of me! You think that's long enough for a moving hug? Shouldn't you let go now?
Nope. I'm tired of moving. Enough with getting up. Good thing there's someone even I can hug.
Hey! Here we go again.
And the dungeon collapses as we escape back to the snow in the real world. Marie thanks us and joins the snowball fight.
I'm supposed to throw snow at him. Isn't that right? Okay, I will bury him.
So yes, the GF is saved. There's some awkward hot spring scene again, just for some Marie fan service, which I found very, very odd. And the next day is Valentine's? What, already? And we get the usual text, but me still being naive. I thought the game would do something with Marie. Like in Persona 5, you decline the first text, but then the text from the next person comes through, so I decline Rise to get Marie's text. But it never came. I guess she really doesn't have a phone. So that means I went into the end, all that effort, declining Rise, nothing with I, and 0 from Marie. You gotta feel for Chad right now. So Valentine's in Japan is where girls give chocolate to people they like, and Rise gives some to us, but is very sad we turned down her date. And just as we head home, feeling alone and depressed, we save the world, but there's no one there for us. Out of nowhere, Marie? Marie? I'm so happy!
You really are an oddball.
Oddball.
So she gives us the chocolate she made, which is still moving, but somehow it actually tastes really good. Nothing like the poison we got the whole game from the others.
Close your eyes. Shut up and close them. Thank you. Well, I don't really get it, but it looks like I don't just like you. I want to be with you forever and ever. I love you. I love you so much.
It was all worth it in the end. And so it's the final day of our year-long trip in Inaba. Yes, we have to head back home, never to see the gang again, our adventure ending. So we go to say bye-bye to each of the group, and I swear, yes, I learned my lesson. I had a guide up, because as you see, if you want the true ending, you have to do specific things, like head to June's where there's no reason to. The gang all meet up and discuss plot points not resolved. Like, how did the Midnight Channel rumor even start? And how come Adachi and Namatame got the TV power without awakening a persona like we did? And we get a letter from Adachi in prison,
You're a dumbass.
where he also thought the same as us, and mentions how he only got the power after arriving in town. He can't remember who told him about the channel, but wants us to find the answers. I guess he's a model prisoner now, huh? So from this, there might be something more, a conductor behind the scenes of the whole event of last year. Naoto says for us to retrace our steps, remember our first day. And so we ask around town while also making sure we head to the Velvet Room to get this orb from Igor. While Marie says she had another half that split from her, this being is the one orchestrating everything. I seriously don't know how anyone would do this without a guide. Anyway, we find Nanako, who says, "Hey, big bro, remember when you got sick, when you arrived after you shook the gas attendant's hand?" Wait, the gas attendant? They were behind it all? For real? That means if Dojima ran them over at the start, none of this would have happened. Hey, Meat God, is it too late to rewind time?
Yeah, you never finished the Meatball Challenge, and if you did, you could have, but you didn't, so nah.
Damn. Well, we meet the attendant and ask them about Adachi, Namatame, and all that, and she says, yes, she gave them their power, but was surprised we came after them. They reveal themselves as Izanami, a goddess, and if they want to fight her, the gang will have to go through another dungeon. Bro, this game just doesn't want to end. So we tell the group and head into the TV to explore one last dungeon, which looks very similar to that dream we had when we first got here. And while we go through the dungeon, they say this was all an experiment, with Namatame being despair, Adachi as emptiness, and we as hope, each given a fragment to monitor them, which was those gas gods. But because Adachi impacted the town the most, Izanami assumed humans wanted emptiness, and told the fog to spread everywhere. By the way, this is told in those bits when you reach a new level in unvoiced dialogue in the dungeon, so don't skip it like I did. And so the gang find them, as Naoto asks about the Midnight Channel, which Izanami says was the town's desire to see more of the people they were thinking about, and it granted that desire. So whatever caught the public's attention, it reflects on TV. It wasn't actually forecasting who would die. So how like we thought Namatame was evil, we saw it reflected on TV that night. Well, time to take this god down and stop her experimenting as she transforms into a beast we can't lower any more health. But Yu remembers Igor's magic words,
Thick climax,
and uses the orb removing the fog, revealing her true form. Oh, ew, no, what the hell?
Oh, that's pretty creepy.
Hey, just wanted to drop by and see if you wanted help. You're on your own, pal.
And so we fight with the weirdest song for a final boss ever. There's literally parts where nothing plays, and even though we seem to win, she uses a move to insta-kill, but our gang sacrificed themselves before we die. And in the afterlife, we remember our teams and friends' words all telling us to get up and fight. Also Adachi.
You're a dumbass.
And we evolve Izanagi into Izanagi no Akami, which is a broken persona, and we yeet out of there and now can withstand every hit. And so Chad Yu finally lives up to his name, using myriad truths to defeat Izanami.
Well done.
Well, it's done, and back to the velvet car where Igor,
my heart danced with delight to see you coming.
and thus the journey ends. We leave to go home as our friends send us off in a teary goodbye.
Oh, come on, don't cry.
And yeah, Persona 4 Golden was so fun. That's something I first watched an anime of because I didn't have a Vita, to then watching 2 different Let's Plays, actually finally playing it myself. It's a unique experience. There are so many things I like about it over 5, especially how the group meshed together, and I can't help but wonder how much more I would have loved this game if I played it completely blind. But it's really hard to not know who the killer is beforehand. I mean, it's very present in all the marketing for the other games. So yes, we beat it. And I want to thank all my patrons for supporting what I do. If you would like to join them, there's a link in the description where you get your names here and access to high quality thumbnail art. But yes, Chad Yu's journey is over. Till he has to fight again or dance. I don't know. He always has something new to do, it seems. And even in this game, it's not over. As months later, he returns for summer vacation. Yeah, it's not like he can never come back here, where he sees all the gang with new designs and Marie as the weather girl.
Thanks, Mariko. Tell our viewers goodbye.
Yeah, but before that, a personal message. I'm doing just fine. Love you.
What?
This is amazing, Marie. You're amazing. You made this game worth it.
I am the steak.
And so to end, I will now say this game was made around 2009 to 2012. And with that fact, I know now what the most popular catchphrase was at the time.
Sheesh. Sheesh.
Sheesh. Sheesh.
Trojan, RamZaes, Magnum, sheesh.